Welcome back, everybody. You've got Manpower right here, Radio.net on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon. And you know what makes this day even more beautiful?
What's that?
We've got two absolutely beautiful ladies right here in the Manpower studios. We've got the lovely Sam and Jenny from Bismarck Hooters. Girls, how you doing?
Good.
Good. That's fantastic.
Nice.
I think they're a little uncomfortable right now. I think we've made them a little nervous.
I mean, the gawking and leering, what would make that?
Aside from that, I think we're going to be okay. We've done a lot to prep for you ladies.
This is the most. This is the most he's written in 9 months.
Well, we sat down, we had a little chat because I need to know my boundaries. Otherwise, I told them if you let a dog off his leash, he's just going to run. You know, I need to stay caged with these two lovely ladies. So, first of all, it's an absolute pleasure to have both of you here in the studio with us. Thanks for coming down. I know we were under a little misinformation, but it's all worked out perfectly. So let's jump right into this, and we'll start with you, Jen. How long have you been working at the Hooters
2
here?
years.
2 years. You enjoying it?
I love it.
What made you start working there?
Well, I like to interact with people a lot, and I figured why not do
Yeah.
servings where you get to interact with different people all the time.
Okay.
And I know that Hooters is kind of an entertainment thing, so I went from there.
Perfect. Have you ever been like in the serving industry before you started working there, or was that
Yes.
your first serving job?
Nope, I served in Texas for a while too.
Born and bred in Texas?
I was born in Minnesota, but I grew up in Texas.
Minnesota girl. That's my town.
Okay. How are the gentlemen different in Texas than they are in North Dakota?
They're tanner.
Well, we're all of Scandinavian descent up here. You can't.
We're pasty.
We get sun 2 days a year. Come on, we're a tad pasty. Yeah.
And then sitting next to you is a lovely Sam. How you doing, Sam?
I'm good.
Fantastic. How long have you been working at the Hooters here?
I've been there for 3 years since we opened the doors.
3. Has it been that long since it's been
Yep.
open? You know,
Well, you should know that you got to aspirate at one of the bars.
I know.
Dummy.
I was there on the grand opening.
Yeah.
And Sam, you are Miss Hooters North Dakota, correct? Now, when did that all happen for you?
Last January? June.
Last
there was
June?
a pageant in Fargo last June. Girls from the Bismarck store and the Fargo store competed for Miss Hooters North Dakota. So,
Okay.
What did you have to do?
it was evening wear, questioning, and then swimsuit because it's a bikini contest mostly. So
How was the questionnaire part? Was it tough?
the questions weren't too hard. It was pretty easy. Just
Did they ask you the things like, if you were crowned Miss Hooters, what would you do for the world? Would you try and
No.
save the
Was
world
it-
or
it
anything?
wasn't. No, they weren't questions like that. It was more just
A generalization,
Yeah,
just to let
just
everybody.
general
What's in a
questions.
Bloody Mary? That type of
no.
stuff.
Like,
No.
what's the favorite thing about yourself? Or
Well, what's your
something like that.
favorite thing about yourself?
Let's tell the world.
My answer was, I said my lips were my favorite feature.
Nice.
So those features,
Perfect.
so.
Perfect. I wouldn't disagree. with you. So, to both of you, you've been working there for 2 years, Jen,
Correct.
and you've been there for 3, Sam. And you obviously enjoy it. If you've been there for that long, what keeps you there?
Each other, like all the girls, always staying positive, working together, great management, and of course the customers that always come back.
You got a nice tight group of girls there that you work with, and
Yep.
appreciate seeing them every day.
Yeah, and you get to see them a lot, so you get to know everyone really well.
I suppose. Get to know everybody's ups and downs, good and bad. Yeah, that's what G and I go through every day.
A lot of regulars.
A lot of regulars.
Yeah.
And it's nice because you get to actually sit down and talk with your customers, so you get to know.
Hold on. Your bosses might be listening. I'm not sure if sitting down on the job is.
Actually,
That's like-
something we're required
Yeah.
to do.
Really?
My favorite part about there, like other restaurants, you might not be able to sit down and interact, but here, like we make more regulars by sitting down and talking to them.
Well, and that's a huge thing for people. That's going to keep them coming back. Because not only are you doing the standard job of serving, of bringing people what they want, if they get to know you, it's a better experience. They're going to feel closer to you, and in the end, the money's probably going to be a little better, right? Right?
Well, I'm going to give you the opportunity, and just when we're done here, or close to the end, you can say whatever you want to those tight asses. The ones that I'm sure they're in every industry. A $50 bar tab, and they leave you a quarter.
Moving on.
Yeah.
You're familiar with this guy?
Hey.
No, I'm kidding.
Hey.
He's right there. That's the best tipper in the world.
Okay, now the Bismarck Hooters, like you said, has been open for 3 years. Have you been to any of the other Hooters in the area? Or like in the other states? Have you traveled around at all?
Yeah, we go to the Fargo Hooters quite a bit,
Okay.
actually.
What do you think separates the Bismarck one from the Fargo one? Or is it all run exactly the same? There's a set of rules that
The rules are the same.
rules are the
It's
same.
hard to keep two stores exactly the same when they're two different areas, though.
I suppose. What's your favorite thing about the atmosphere here at the Bismarck one?
We all get along really well, surprisingly, considering it's a bunch of girls.
Yeah.
You could expect it to be really catty. But I think since everyone is from Bismarck, we all know each other, so it helps out.
Did you ever have to give a cook a beat down?
No. Our cooks are like our biggest allies.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. I
So
suppose.
they're the first ones out when things get out of line,
Yeah.
right? That's right. See, that night you and I were up there? That was the first guy that popped me.
Yeah.
It was the cook.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
He was a big boy.
I've never gotten into a fight in the Bismarck one.
Is there anything else that you girls do outside of the Hooters employment?
I coach softball at Century High School. and
Really?
That's about it.
That's cool. That's enough. I think that would keep you busy. Sam, anything for yourself that when you get off your shift? What keeps you busy? What do you enjoy doing?
When I get off work, I kind of just like to lounge about.
Yeah.
But I was going to school. I took a semester off.
Okay.
Same.
Oh, well, careful.
Yeah.
I did 20 a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, and haven't gone back.
Yeah.
Now, as Miss Hooters North Dakota, right? Is there a national competition?
Yep, there was one this summer, and I went to it. It was
Okay.
down in Florida. It's international, so I got to meet girls from all over the
Wow.
world
Very
that work
cool.
with Hooters. Yeah, it was really cool.
And is this like a 1 year thing? So next
Yeah.
year, Jen will get to do it?
Jenny?
Jenny? Do you not like Jen?
I prefer Jenny, but
Jennifer?
that's only when I'm in trouble.
Jennifer?
Jennifer. Yeah, that's what the parents call you.
Jenny, I apologize. So your reign will be coming up in June.
Yep, and I could rerun.
You can do
or
it
try
again.
Yeah.
Oh, you'd be the incumbent. Wow.
Did they have you do stuff during the year because of that title?
Yeah, well, I got in the calendar, so I got to do that for the Hooters calendar.
Calendar.
And other than that, there's not too much stuff.
Okay.
Like they like to send me out when we do stuff like this.
Basically, you just
yeah.
get bragging rights.
Yeah.
Well, she's the spokesperson.
Well, yeah.
And who better to do it?
Who better to do it?
Right.
Now, I remember I went into the Hooters here in Bismarck, and I'm not complaining, but I got attacked by hula hoops. I mean, there's a lot of fun stuff that you girls do there.
Yeah.
For someone who's never been there, what would you tell them to make them come in? I mean, I was blasted, like I said, by the hula hoops, the shouting. I mean, I just felt very welcome there. You know, obviously that's something you girls take pride in.
Yeah. I would
That's our main goal, is to try and make people feel welcome.
Yeah, and have a good time.
Yeah.
We don't want you to just sit at your table. We want you to play a board game with us or hula hoop with us.
You guys do board games?
Yep.
What kind of board games do you do?
We have Battle of the Sexes, we have Apples to Apples,
Boggle,
yeah.
Mad
Wow.
Gab.
Yep, Mad Gab can turn out interesting throughout the end of the night.
That's awesome.
So it's going to be an interactive.
Yeah,
It's
very
not
interactive
just going to
experience.
eat some of the best wings ever. It's not going to eat just a tasty
Have
burger.
those big, tasty beers.
Yeah.
Oh.
And no, there's no joke. They got some great breasts up there, chicken breasts.
Yes, they do.
I like the 911 stuff on it. All that. I'm just saying, but it's a whole. It's not just
Experience.
go right. It's not
Yeah.
just grab some food and go.
Yeah.
Just like all the other restaurants around town. You know, you just go in, sit. You have a server that probably doesn't care if you're there or not. You know,
Until it's time to leave a tip.
Until it's time to leave a tip. Where you two are absolutely beautiful girls. You seem very fun. You seem like when someone comes into your section, you really want to get to know them, have a good time with them, and like you said, make them remember.
Yeah. Well, the more fun you have, the more fun we have too at like working.
Sure.
Awesome.
Yeah,
That's the way it
it's
should be.
Yeah.
Going to hang out with friends.
Exactly.
So where does the guy get those
So
calendars?
different than working here. Yeah.
We're hung on the wall and whipped in this place. You know. No, that's very.
Is there anything else you want to say as you're in your capacity before your reign ends, Sam? Do you prefer Sam or Samantha?
Sam.
Sam and Jenny.
And Jenny, not Jen. I apologize. I think I started off with calling you Jen. I'm very sorry.
It's okay.
But you know,
Very sorry.
is there anything in your capacity? Maybe Jenny could do it next year.
Yeah.
How many girls?
Are you up for it?
Well, I was in the pageant this previous year with Sam.
Yeah, but you didn't have me as your manager. I'm the puppet master that likes to pull the strings. I can make things happen. I know people. Well, I know a person.
G shapes and molds,
That's
fine
right.
young minds into
Right.
into winners.
Are you going to try it again, Jenny?
I I'm not sure. Maybe.
That's a look that says, yeah.
She's gunning for you, Sam.
She's got some revenge in her eyes right there.
Sam and I were back-to-back contestants this year. We had fun.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. Now, how many girls are at the Bismarck Hooters?
That
Probably
changes
15,
a lot.
20.
I want to say we have about 18, 19 girls right now.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
have 4 trainers, 6 bartenders, I think.
Always
and then-
hiring, though,
yep,
and getting more.
We love having new girls coming in, letting them, sharing with them what we get to experience.
Okay. So your word to any nice young lady here in the Bismarck area that wants to come up and work at Hooters, what's your advice for them?
Well, if you want a job that's not really work, if you just want to come hang out with people, it's a good place to go.
Yeah. It's a fun, easy way to make money, and basically, most kids around here, if you are in college, you get, you have so much stress with school and paper. You don't want to go to work and sit behind a desk or be bored or being
do
bossed
something
around.
boring.
You want to have, fun outside of it as well.
Absolutely. Does it get any better than that?
It doesn't.
I've been searching for that type of work atmosphere my whole life.
Come on up.
You guys hiring cooks? I can cook a mean
Wait a
chicken
minute.
wing.
I'd like to see you in the shorts and the shirt.
Do you have extra smalls?
We go to 3 extra
I might just have to try that
That
out.
would be the picture there.
Fantastic. Sam and Jenny, any last words to our URL crazy family out there that listening to Manpower?
Just come on up and say hi.
Yeah, and if you want to be a part, we have, there's a lot to Hooters. You get to do promos, Sam, calendar, magazines, things like that.
That's
That's
great.
good. Awesome.
I think I might be heading up there after we're done with this show. Are you ladies working tonight?
I am.
There we go. You heard it here, everybody. Jenny's working tonight. Sam, when are you working next?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow night. Perfect. Wednesday night, Thursday night. Everybody, your night is booked. Head on up to Hooters. That's right on that 83, isn't it? Heading up north. To anybody that hasn't been there.
Yeah.
Right next to Applebee's.
Right next to Applebee's, North Bismarck. Fantastic.
You can't say
I
that.
know. It's okay.
You just pass that on your way to Hooters.
Exactly.
There's plenty. I'm going to stop talking.
Yeah, see,
now.
he's stopping himself. It's all good.
It's all good.
All right, Sam and Jenny, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much
Thank
for being
you.
here.
Thanks for having us.
In the Manpower Studios. Everybody, get your asses up to Hooters. Grab yourself some fantastic food and beverages. And all the lovely ladies
Right.
up there in Hooters at Bismarck, North Dakota. This is Manpower right here, URLradio.net. We will be right back.